welcome back to TheSimplyCa. My name is Alana, and today in our yoga video series, we are going to do a fairly chill side body and sort of like front body spacious practice. So we're going to start off lying down on your back. And from your back, just give yourself a moment here to be still. You might want to tip your pelvis forwards and backwards a couple of times. Or you might just decide that you want to hang out wherever you are. So for me, I have feet just wider than hips, knees together, but it's totally up to you where you want to land here. Find yourself in stillness and neutral, and just take a moment. From here, you're going to pull your right knee into your chest. And you might keep your left knee bent, and you might extend your left leg out long against the mat. And then you're just going to give your right leg, your right knee, a little stir. So some circles in one direction. And just getting some lubrication into your hip joints. And then you're going to circle the other direction. Hug that right knee into your chest, give it a little pull right at center there. And then release your right foot down, hug your left knee in. Your right knee might stay bent, or you might extend your right leg against the mat. And then from here, you're just going to circle your left femur bone around in your hip socket. You can go as fast or as slow as works for you. And then we'll switch sides or switch directions. And then come back to center and pull that right thigh down and in. Just give it a nice squeeze. And hug your right knee in to meet your left. And you're going to take each hand in each knee in each hand, and you're going to bring your knees out wide right to left, push them away from you, pull them together, and then draw them up the center line towards your chest. So out wide right to left, away, together, up the center, out wide, away, up together. Just stirring circles in opposite directions. And then we're going to switch directions. So now you're going to hug your knees into your chest, push your knees away from you, wide right to left, draw them back together at the top of your chest. Away, wide right to left, together, away. And just circling in the opposite direction. And then from here, hug both knees into your chest. Now it's completely up to you. We are going to find our way into hands and knees tabletop. It's totally up to you if you decide you want to rock and roll up and down your spine a few times, or if you would rather just roll over to your side and press up. From hands and knees tabletop, have your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We'll just take a couple of cat-cows. So as you breathe in, let your abdomen hang down towards the floor, chest reaches forwards and up. Exhale, curl and round your spine. Press your spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift and open your chest. And exhale, curl and round. One more inhale, lift and open. And exhale, curl. Good. Inhale, come back through center, and then exhale, just pause in center. Now, you might want to walk your knees just a little bit further back. And we're going to come through child's pose and then either a high cobra or an upward facing dog. So as you breathe out, you're going to sit back in child's pose, and as you breathe in, you're going to rock yourself forwards. Your legs might relax on the mat, or you might hover your thighs. Whatever works better for you. Try to come up with some space and some length in your spine. And just give yourself a few moments here where you breathe out in child's pose and breathe in an up dog or high cobra situation. I'm going to do one more like that. And then come back to child's pose. Stretch your arms forwards, and next up is downward facing dog. So land your hands approximately shoulders width apart. Tuck your toes underneath you and send your hips up and back. Give yourself a few moments in downward facing dog to find what your body needs here today. So you might press one heel back and then the other. You might pedal it out. You might give yourself a few moments to roll through your spine. And then find yourself somewhat still in a neutral downward facing dog. As you breathe in, you're going to reach your right leg up and back. And as you breathe out, step your right foot forward and through. You're going to step your foot outside of your hands and then lower your left knee down. From here, use a block or your fingertips. Inhale, lift and open your chest. And as you breathe out, you're going to curl in and round through your spine. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, curl in, round, so your heel and your knee are moving towards each other without actually moving. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, curl and round. We're going to do two more like this. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, curl and round. Last one here. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, curl. Good. Inhale, lift and open your spine, your chest. Walk your right foot back over to center. And then breathe in, reach your arms up and overhead. Clasp onto your left wrist with your right hand. Anchor down through your pelvis. Inhale, stretch and lengthen through your spine. Exhale, give yourself just a soft tug towards the right. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, frame your front foot, step back, downward facing dog. As you breathe in, ripple forward, high plank. And as you breathe out, lower yourself forwards and down to the mat. Untuck your toes, hands are next to your low ribs. Inhale, lift and open your chest. Exhale, lower. Two more like this. Inhale, root down through your pelvis, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Last one, breathe in and out, let it go. Inhale, press up, hands and knees or high plank. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. As you breathe in, reach your left leg up and back. And as you breathe out, step your left foot forwards and through, and it's going to step wide of your hands. So hands come on the inside of your left foot. And if your foot didn't get up there on its own, just wiggle it up. Use a block if you need it, or fingertips on the mat. As you breathe in, lift and open your chest, sink your pelvis. Exhale, curl and round. So you're doing that cat-cow shape. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, curl and round. So heel and knee are drawing towards each other. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. 2 more times here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and open your chest. Exhale, curl and round in. Good. Inhale, open your chest, wiggle your left foot back to center, and then inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Find your foundation in your legs. Clasp onto your right wrist with your left hand as you breathe in. Lengthen your spine, and as you breathe out, a nice soft tip towards the right, the left, towards your front leg. As you breathe in, come back through center, reach up. As you breathe out, frame your front foot, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank, curl through your spine. Exhale, lower, forwards and down. Tent your fingertips off of the mat, elbows point up towards the ceiling. As you breathe in, lift and open your chest. As you breathe out, right shoulder lowers, look to the left. Stay here for the full cycle of breath. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, pull up through center. Exhale, lower just your left shoulder, look to the right, stay here for the breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, lower just your right shoulder, look to the left. We're going to move with the breath here. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lower just the left, look to the right. Inhale, center. 1 more each side. Exhale, right, look to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left, look to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, lower, forwards and down. Plant your hands. Inhale, press up, hands and knees or high plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward between your hands, bend your knees and step up to the top of your mat. Feet about hips width apart, soften your knees and just give yourself a moment here to hang in a ragdoll. If your block is close by, you can place it underneath your fingers. Otherwise, inhale, lift your chest halfway so hands can be at your shins. Exhale, fold down, soften. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your sternum forwards, really traction your spine. Exhale, fold down, soften. 1 more time. Inhale, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Your choice. You can either take a flat back or you can curl up through your spine. Whatever your body needs right now. Totally up to you. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down as you arrive at the top. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hinge forwards and down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, lower your right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Clasp onto your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, a soft tip towards the left. As you breathe in, come up through center, reach up. And as you breathe out, you're going to land your hands over towards the right. Walk your right, or swivel your right foot to the left, and then walk your hands to the back of your mat. You're going to land your left hand down and extend your right leg out long. Inhale, reach your right arm up and overhead. That's your left arm, up and overhead. And that's your left foot at the top of the mat. So your right foot is pointing towards the left and you're on that bent knee. Your left foot is straight, your left leg is straight, and it's at the top of your mat. And then your left arm is reaching up and over your ear. If you would like, you might decide to cup the back of your head with your left hand, and then give yourself the space to lean your head into your hand and lift your elbow up and back. Good. You're going to come out of this by sending your your hips towards the back of the long left side of your mat. Crawl your hands up to the top of your mat. Frame your front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. If you would like to stay here, you can. If you would like to move through a vinyasa, you're welcome to ripple forward, lower half or all the way. Lead yourself into whatever back bend variation, and then we'll meet in downward facing dog. As you breathe in, you're going to reach your left leg up and back. And as you breathe out, step your left foot forward and through. Pivot down on your right foot so your legs are in warrior two, but you're going to crawl your hands up and over to the top right corner of your mat. Try to drop your head, your neck, and your shoulders. And then any amount, you're going to bend your left knee and try to angle your left knee as much as you can in line with the center of your left foot. At the same time, you're trying to lift your upper inner right thigh just a little bit, so there's some buoyancy in your pelvis. From here, walk your hands inside your left foot and then curl your left elbow up onto your left thigh. Push down to create some space between your left rib cage and your left thigh. And then you can sweep your right arm up and over your ears. So you're getting that extended side angle. As you breathe in, come on up, warrior two, exhale here. And through all of this, there's a pulling and opening of your pelvis towards the right. So sitting bones are dropping down, legs are spreading long, and then at the same time, there's a nestling of the pelvis between your heels. Take another breath in and out here. And your next breath in, pause. And as you breathe out, cartwheel your hands down, frame your front foot, pick up your right heel, inhale to runner's lunge, and then exhale, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Let it go, fold. That's the same thing. Inhale, reach up, stand up. And exhale, dive forwards and down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Lower your left knee down. Inhale, arms reach up. Clasp onto your left wrist with your right hand. Anchor down through your pelvis. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, a soft tip towards the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, land your hands forwards and towards the left. Swivel your left foot over to the right and crawl your way to the back of your mat. Land your left hand down, extend your right leg long, and then reach your right arm up and over your ear. Pelvis is opening, pulling towards that left side of your mat. And then you might reach your arm up and over, or you might cup the back of your head with your hand, and then try to let your head drop into your hand as your elbow points up and back. send your bum towards the long right side of your mat. Crawl your fingertips up to the top of your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. You can stay in down dog or you can ripple through your vinyasa, moving with your breath. So whatever variation of vinyasa serves your breath and your body the best is the one to go with. Meeting back in downward facing dog when you're ready. As you breathe in, you're going to reach your right leg up and back. Gotta check that. Exhale, step your right foot forward and through. Pivot down on your left foot and then keep your right knee bent and walk your hands up and over to the top left corner of your mat. Drop your head, your neck, and your shoulders, and at the same time bend more deeply into your right knee and steer your right knee as much in line with the center of your right foot as you can. At the same time, you're trying to lift up through your left inner thigh. Curl your hands back inside your right foot, and then move your right forearm onto your right thigh. Use that to help you lift into extended side angle. So you're trying to move your right rib cage away from your right thigh, and then sweep your left arm up and over your ear. Feel the opening of your pelvis and the extension along your left side body. Eye gaze, head, or wherever it makes sense for your neck to be. On your next breath in, lift yourself up. Exhale, warrior two. Find that place in warrior two where your legs are still really strong and they're supporting you. And then your upper body feels pretty light, pretty soft, pretty floaty. As you next breathe out, pivot your fingertips down to the mat. Left heel lifts. Inhale, runner's lunge. And then exhale, step forward, forward fold. Breathe out as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Flat back, inhale, stand up, reach up. And then exhale, dive down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, land your hands inside your front foot. Swivel your right foot over to the left and crawl your way to the back of the mat. Send your left hand down. Inhale, right arm reaches. That's your right hand is on the mat. I keep getting that one. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. If you want, you can reach your left arm over your ear, and if you want, you can hover your front foot, the leg that's straight. If you want, you can stay here. If you want, you can exhale, curl in, so elbow to knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow, knee. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, in. Inhale, reach out. If you did hover your foot, lower it back down to the mat. And then give yourself a moment here to take that back bend, that side bend, in any way. Just give yourself this time. Good. And then crawl your way back up to the top of your mat. Frame your front foot. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. So if you would like to move through a hovered foot vinyasa, you can do that. But we will find our meeting place in down dog. As you next breathe in, you're going to reach that left leg up and back. And as you next breathe out, step your left foot forward and through. Pivot down on your right foot. Inhale, come on up, warrior two. And then exhale here. Exalted warrior, inhale, lean up and back. Exhale, extended side angle, forwards and across. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reach up and back. And exhale, forwards and through. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale here. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, cartwheel your hands down. Runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, dive down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, lower your left knee down. Inhale, arms reach up just for a moment. Exhale, land your hands inside your front foot. Crawl your way to the back of the mat as you swivel your left foot over to the right. Extend your right leg out nice and long. Reach your right arm up over your ear. You can stay here. You can hover your right foot. Or if you want, you can take those side crunches. So as you breathe in, you're going to reach out long. And as you breathe out, you're going to crunch in elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, land that front foot if it was lifted. And then take your version, take your expression into that side body arc. From here, send your hips back, crawl your way back up to the top of your mat. We're going to meet in downward facing dog, so whatever variations you would like to take, go ahead, do what you gotta do. As you breathe in, that right leg's gonna lift up and back. And as you breathe out, that right foot's gonna step forwards and through. Pivot down on your left foot. Come on up. Warrior two. And exhale here. As you breathe in, exalted warrior, reach up and back. As you breathe out, extended side angle, reach forwards and across. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Exhale here. As you next breathe out, cartwheel your hands down, pivot on your back foot. Inhale, runner's lunge. And exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Flat back, inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Step your feet out so that your heels are out, toes are in. Malasana, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, squat yourself down. Now,
If you decided to turn your toes out really far and this doesn't work out for you, you can turn your toes a little bit more further in. If you need to sit on a prop, put some things underneath your bum. If you don't have something close by, you can always just plunk onto your bum and have your feet out just a little ways ahead of you. Or you can take what I call a standing happy baby, where your feet are just a little bit wider, hands come onto your ankles, knees and elbows are pretty much connected, and then chest is pulling forwards. And it's a lovely, lovely stretch. So you've got options, is what I'm saying. No matter where you are, try to find some space in your spine. From here, go ahead and plunk yourself onto your bum. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hands come onto your ankles, your shins. Inhale, lift and open your chest. And as you exhale, you're going to curl and round. So we're doing a seated cat-cow here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, lift your chest, and then send your hips back as you pull your chest forwards. Now, if your elbows are kind of near your upper inner thighs, you're going to use your elbows to smear the skin of your upper inner thighs wide and towards your knees. Try to keep your spine nice and long. On your next breath in, gently release out of this shape, and then send your hands back behind you. Plant your feet about mats width apart. You're just going to give your knees a little wash from side to side. We're going to do our external hip stretch here. So land your feet about hips width apart, and they can be pretty wide or pretty far away from your bum. And then you're going to take your right ankle and cross it over top of your left thigh. From here, make sure that that right ankle is nicely flexed. Your foot has a lot of life to it. And you're going to externally rotate your right femur bone in your hip socket. You can stay here. If this is a really solid stretch for you, don't worry about going any further. If you would like to take it a little further, you can move your torso up towards your legs. And if you would still like to take this a little bit further, you can hug your left heel closer to your bum and move your chest and your pelvis in a tighter ball, basically. So, as I said, really don't worry about the compression of the pose. What we're going for here is getting that nice external rotation through the right femur. And for a lot of people, we think that we have to keep going, we have to keep getting to this next spot. But really, if you're feeling it wherever you are along the journey, even if you can compress yourself into a pretzel, you don't have to do that. You can stay in that spot that today feels like the right spot to be. So don't put pressure on yourself to go to that next stage. That doesn't make it yoga. Going to release this side, so walk your foot and your hands further away from each other, and then land your foot down, set your feet about mats width apart, give your hips a little swish, knees a little swish, I guess, and then we're going to come to the other side. So plant your feet about hips width apart and have as much space as you need. Take your left ankle, cross it over top of your right femur, and then, as I was saying, if it works for you to hang out here and press this thigh away, if you have mobility, if you have the ability to make this action happen, stay here. If you still want more in the shape, then lift up and sit up a little bit taller. If you still want more, you can walk your heel and your bum closer towards each other, and that's going to get, for those of you who need it, an even deeper stretch. Now, if you don't need it today, even if you can do it, you don't have to do it. So give yourself what you need today. Consistently notice that external rotation of your left femur bone. And then from here, you're going to separate out your hands and your feet. Walk your feet to approximately mat width apart. And again, just let your knees wash. All right. We're going to keep this one, I hope, short and sweet. Swivel around onto your bum and lie down on your back. You can take a nice soft twist here, so hips are going to go to the right, and knees are going to go, hips are going to go to the left, and knees are going to go to the right. So whatever variation of a twist your body needs, feel free, experience what you need to experience. Come back through center. And then hips are going to go to the left, knees are going to go to the right, or the other direction. So if you heard me say something else on the other side, or if your body went to the other side, that's totally cool. Just go the other way now. Softly come back through center. Recalibrate, reset your spine. If you need to take a supine child's pose or happy baby, or if there's something else that would really make the end of your practice, go ahead and go there. Otherwise, you're going to release yourself out into Shavasana. As you're ready, spread your limbs out. Wiggle, fidget, move in whatever way that you need, and then settle into your Shavasana. Take this time to honor your breath, to honor your body. Take a moment to think of something that you are grateful for. And take a moment to thank your body for everything that it does and for everything it allows you to do. I thank you so much for taking this time, for sharing this practice. Namaste.